just when you thought it was safe. Let's get another one out there. This is Dazzie's Hot Comic Book Alerts, episode 303. Oh my days, that's a lot. It's a fun one. Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds is in talks to star in and produce a film adaptation of the 1980s arcade game Dragon's Lair. I remember that game fondly on my Spectrum 48K. I was terrible at it. It was really hard, but the graphics for such an old computer were fantastic, very cartoony. According to THR, Netflix secured the rights to the live-action feature adaptation. Reynolds would produce via his Maximum Effort banner along with Vertigo Entertainment's Roy Lee, Underground Films' Trevor Angostan and Don Bluth, Gary Goldman and John Pomeroy. Released in 1983, Dragon's Lair centres on a knight named Dirk the Daring, who must rescue Princess Daphne from the wizard Mordrock's castle, where she's trapped by a sinister dragon named Singe. The game proved to be a massive hit and it spawned several sequels. Escape from Singe's castle, Dragon's Lair, a platformer released in 1990 that's nearly identical to the original, Dragon's Lair The Legend, Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp, Dragon's Lair 3 The Curse of Mordred, Dragon's Lair, a platformer released in 1993 that nearly was identical to the original, and Dragon's Lair 3D Return to the Lair. Wow, that's a lot. Now, in addition to the sequels, Dragon's Lair also spawned a short-lived cartoon series that ran from 1984 to 1985, as well as a 2003 comic book series published by CrossGen and subsequently Arcana Studio. There were also plans for a film adaptation in the 80s that never came to pass, and a Kickstarter turned Indiegogo campaign in 2015-16 to create an animated feature film. So there we have it, Dragon's Lair, hey? What is the book in question? Because there is always a book, and I just happen to have that book. Not in my collection, sadly, but a picture of it. It was a limited series that came from CrossGen, as I just spoke of. It was a 3-issue mini-series. There is an A and a B cover for issue 1. From August 2003, Dragon's Lair. Issue number 1, guys. All the cheap copies are gone. The only one I can see currently on eBay is now just been listed at $77. Insane stuff. That's the regular cover. There is a B cover. There is a Graham Crackers exclusive. That's your other issue number 1. Get digging, guys. You might have some joy in the back issue bins. Don't overpay for it. But with Ryan Reynolds attached, you know it's going to be fun. That's Dazzie for now. Bye for now.